Hey guys!
Chala!
Hey chala,
Anyway,
motherfucker. Hey guy.
that came out awful. I apologize.
I'm just happy I realized what you were doing for a second. Yeah, first when you're like, Gah! I thought you were just gonna be like, Gah! But
Like,
you went,
chala!
chala!
Oh.
Oh, wow. Like, oh, head chala.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyhow, y'all know who it is, what's going on, what is happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent, big ugly himself, Omariel, Feogrande on YouTube. And I'm here with my guy who's apparently on a delay or something as he tries to mimic what I'm doing.
I'm trying to do the
I figure you were doing the thing, but you did the weak a sentence after I had done it. So that's why I was like, this guy who's on a delay over here.
That's because I don't know your full intro yet. As much as I've listened to the Whatever We Want podcast, check out the Whatever We Want podcast YouTube.
Doesn't help that I kind of switch it up a little bit on there. Just
I edited and listened to that, obviously, and I've heard your intro so many times, and I'm just like, and I'm not purposely trying to learn it, but I just heard it from hearing it, and I'm like, Hey everyone, what's going on? Y'all know who it is, where it's happening, where it's out of. See, I don't know this shit. It's too much who would where wins. Anyway, what's up? I'm Jazz.
It's Superjaz. That's who it is, my boy.
Can I say at least AKA before you just
No, because I usually send it to you with Superjaz, and then you say whatever.
I usually Yeah.
No, and I'll cut you off again later. But like in the DBZ videos, it's usually just I'm here with my boy Superjaz. Yeah, because you started talking. I'm like my boy with the pantomime and stuff, and you just like, well, no, I'm trying to explain what that is, and I let you. And then I'm like, okay, now Superjaz. This is going off to the records. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and restart it. Hey, Superjaz, how you doing?
Even though we're recording again, are you keeping that in? What's up? I'm Jazz, aka JT Jazz, SJ, Superjaz, whatever. I don't know.
Look, man, this was only a movie this time, It wasn't, something we can fill 2 or 3 hours, however long Tournament of Power turns out to be with. So,
all right. Do the do, my friend.
Anywho, today we are talking about something that I've been looking forward to for a while because of this channel. Because over the time, Jazz and I have had debates about while we've contemplated these movies. We've enjoyed all the DBZ movies so far that we watched to some extent, some way less than others. And amongst those way less than others, there are 2. One that Jazz thinks is fantastic and I don't like at all. And the other one that neither of us like.
But you like more than the other ones.
It's not as bad as it. I thought they were both terrible. I think I gave one a 3.5 and one a 3, or maybe one a 4 and one a 3. Anyway, you were like, "Hey, this is better than the Universe 6 arc for this one." By the way, Bio Brawly is better than Dragonball Super, according to Jazz Tucker over here.
I don't know what numbers I gave it exactly, but Bio Brawly, I think, Bio Brawly might be on par, if not a little better.
You say it's above average. See, you think Bio Brawly's above average? I think it's shit. Literal shit. I wrote the R every time I said it. But either way,
but don't get me started.
But yeah, like my favorite brawling movie we'll talk about might be this one. But for the longest, it was, the original. Jazz has always been about Bio Brawly, so, that's what it is.
We both like the original the best. Don't do that.
Well, now a new contender has entered for possibly the best Brawly movie. Back when we argued, there were only 3 choices. But now a new contender has entered. Then, if you couldn't tell by the title or by the fact that watching it last week, it's Dragonball Super Brawly.
Kakarot
will not be yelled in this movie.
It really wasn't. It really. When I was gonna do it, I was thinking they didn't yell Kakarot, but still.
Yeah.
Or I should put some bass in my voice. Kakarot.
Kakarot. Like when he hit him, like Kakarot, Kakarot. That happened. That was a thing, and it was hilarious. Anyway, we're talking about Dragon Ball Super broadly, and I think we spent a decent amount of time on the intro, so let's go ahead and hop into it. No theme song for me to cut to this time, so we'll just go ahead and go with the way the movie starts, and that's, with the classic Toei little opening thing, followed by the 20th Century Fox logo, which I still haven't gotten used to. I'm sorry. I know it's been 3 movies.
It was some little like more singing cha-la. They were like singing and shit, like a fucking choir singing cha-la, actually. You said no theme song, but no. At some point in the movie, maybe if it wasn't at the beginning, it was at some point in the movie.
But yeah, kinda. I see what you're trying to say.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, but no, we start off with the logo, and then after seeing the fucking Toei animation cat, we go. Oh no, where's the Funimation cat? One of those cats. That's like, aha! Welcome to the movie.
Puss in Boots looking movie.
Sorry. Yeah, one of those cats that's like, aha! Welcome to the movie. We start in the past.
41 years.
41 years ago on planet Vegeta. So if you want to know how old Vegeta is during the series, he's 41.
I did not put 2 and 2 together. No shit.
Yeah, so 41 years ago in the past, we're on planet Vegeta, and King Cold arrives. And man, this nostalgic ass thing, it's cool as hell seeing all these characters that are dead and that are way older than you thought they were when they fucking got bodied on Namek.
Force was there chilling.
All the Ginyu Force, all 5 Ginyu Force people we're familiar with are all there. Zarbon, Dodoria, they're all serving under King Cold when they come to see the planet, or when they come to planet Vegeta. And, King Cold is there. We see the Saiyans, tell King Vegeta, you need to come outside. And he gets
By the way, King Cold, Frieza is short. King Cold is tall as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So
King
that
Cold
height
looks
gene,
a lot like the second form.
Yes. So that height gene fucking skip the generation, or King Cold is just stuck in second form. One of them two.
Maybe. Or maybe he, like Frieza, who had maybe the Frieza transformation, the Frieza race likes to do those, lesser transformations, but while Frieza goes all the way to, the smaller one, King Cold goes to second stage. Either way, we get, King Cold introducing his son to King Vegeta. Speaking of Frieza, this is my son, Prince Frieza. Oh, good to see you. Good to meet you, Lord, for whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm retiring from doing the conquering stuff. Oh, but I'm leaving my new son in charge. Hello, monkeys.
Yeah, he couldn't have been Frieza he was about 12, 13, 14, maybe, some shit like that.
Who knows? Yeah, he was hella young. But the Saiyans are like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, no, you guys have to answer to him now. Yeah, I said I was retiring, but that don't mean y'all are free. I'll just answer to him now. The Cold Force is now the Frieza Force.
Right.
Bam. And like we said, even little Frieza is still a shit. He's still a shit.
King Cold even says, my son is pretty ruthless, or whatever.
Yeah, he's got quite a temper.
You know your son is a piece of shit now? Damn.
I warned you, though. You thought I was bad. He's a little shit.
I thought I was well, damn.
Why are you giving him the Frieza Force? Let him earn that shit, you know what I mean? But, parenting. So, apparently, they get their first scouters here. Because Frieza's like, oh, these are the new scouters. They're better than the normal whatever technology we want to make up for you having before a scouter. And while he's, trying to show it off, he locates some people that were in, sniper towers with their guns fixed on them in case they were up to some shit. And so Frieza just straight up kills them. He's like, oh, look, they're here. Blah, 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 blah. And everyone's like, oh, damn. He really is,
ruthless.
And he also is someone we can't really touch right now if he's just doing that. Yeah. Just all right, so I guess we are the fucked. Meanwhile, they leave. The Frieza family leaves, and Frieza Force. Vegeta checks out his son, who had just been born, Vegeta. and sees his newborn thing in like the royal elite warrior chambers for babies, and he's like, haha, my baby's stronger than ever, he's gonna be fucking fantastic. But before he can and he's like popping off with his doctors and scientists about how great his son is, but before he can leave, he sees another baby. And he's like, what the fuck is this baby in low-class birth doing in here in the elite chambers?
Doing next to my fucking son, bitch ass.
Next, right. But, you know, technically Vegeta's still, like, on a pedestal up here. And, you know, the son is, like, down here in the room. But he's still, like, he shouldn't be in the same room because it's for elite soldiers only. They're like, well, this baby is powerful as shit, sire. What? You saying he's better than my son? That's not what we said. But maybe he's gonna be as strong as. He's a real good asset. Look how fucking powerful he is.
They basically were like, I'm not touching you. Like, I didn't touch you, but you know, like, we ain't say it, but we say what, you know.
But and to be fair, they're not saying they don't ever imply that Vegeta was going to be weak. He always seemed like he was going to be strong. One way or the other. It seemed like Brawly might be on the same level. Well, it may be, but he's at least in the same room. And they do say he may even turn out to be the legendary Super Saiyan thing. And,
that's a myth.
And that's when we cut to later, Paragus. We see him show up like, yo, sire, I heard you're sending Brawly off planet. Yeah, he's got a scar on his eye. Or did he already have a scar on his eye?
Yeah, that's like Paris's like calling card.
I'm saying he had it here.
I thought he did.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
If he did, then
maybe he didn't.
But
Brawly is this.
Yeah, that's his scar on the cheek. Yeah. But yeah, he's like, hey, I heard you sending Brawly off planet, sir, to some weak ass shit. My baby's strong enough to take over a planet, like better than that. And he's like, well, you know, we'll see what happens, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, come on, man. You know he's stronger. All right. In reality, yeah, your baby's strong. Your baby's probably going to be strong as shit. Be so strong he can't even control himself and be dangerous to all of us. So, yes, I'm exiling him to this planet way off in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Because fuck having that walking landmine around. And Paragus is like, you're just jealous that he's stronger than your own son. Shut the fuck up before I have you killed. Fuck you! Jumps out the window. And he's like, I'm gonna save my son. He's like, nah, I sent him before you got here. I'm not stupid. Right. Did some fucking Ozymandias shit. Just like, why would I tell you this when you could stop me? No, I did it already. What? Get the fuck out of here.
Right. And he was like, I ain't got a say in the matter. It's like, no. Did you not listen? Like,
I am the king.
Right.
What? The planet is named after me, and possibly my father before that.
Right.
Have you ever heard of Planet Sadala? No. Cause come on, living on Planet Vegeta. Get the fuck out of here. So he says.
They also might not know it because it's a different universe, but go ahead.
Well, no. Vegeta said that the ancestral homes of the Saiyans was Planet Sadala, and eventually they took over Planet Vegeta. So that's why he was surprised Kappa was still on Sadala, because he's like, wait, they stayed on Sadala? So yeah, because veggies belong in a salad. Exactly. Anyway, so sends the baby. Paragus gets angry, jumps out the window, hijacks a ship, just has his pilot like working on it, like, motherfucker, you flying me to Vampa now? And he's like, I guess, and then chases after his baby or whatever, swearing revenge on King Vegeta for treating him and his son this way. You know, natural shit. But he does seem like he's, you know, worried about his son, clearly. But he does seem more like he's an okay enough person, because he's like, you know, look, man, I know I hijacked you. I was crazy thinking about saving my son's life and all that. But when we get to this place, you can fucking, as long as I find my son, you can fucking drop me off and go back. Because they're going to kill me if me and my son go back anyway. Mm-hmm. So he still seemed like he was good intentioned enough when they fly out there. And opening credits, we see Baby Brawly's thing land on Vampa and open up, and immediately there's just a full moon in front of him as it goes Dragon Ball Super Brawly.
Took a minute for the credits to hit too.
Yeah,
like
yeah. All that stuff happens, and then it's like credits. Like, oh no, this is a movie. All right. So can I say I'm at least happy? Oh yeah, Paragus and what's their name land on the planet. Paragus and the captain dude, and the pilot dude land on the planet. They kind of crash because it's hard to see or whatever. They crash land, and dude's like, "Oh man, I didn't think we should do this." He's like, "Well, you're coming with me to look for something." No, man, no.
Yeah, that dude did not want to go from the jump.
Yeah, I'll fucking say. Which this is the first time I've ever seen a pure blood Saiyan this fucking normal.
I didn't think about that. Good point.
Yeah, he's just like, no, I don't.
So reluctant to fight.
Yeah, he's like, I've never really done blah 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 before, and Paragus is like, no, you coming with me. And what I will say, I like that this is one of the few times in the series I've seen people land on a different planet and actually put on like fucking breathing apparatuses, and they look for Brawly. Then while they're like doing this at night, they get attacked by like a giant ass bug or whatever, and they hide out for the night. And the dude at first, the pilot dude's like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool full moon. Never really seen one of those." Well, don't fucking stare at it. You'll turn it into an Ozaru. Oh shit, I've never done that before. Oh, is it crazy? Yeah, you'll probably lose all control of your sense of self, because especially if you've never done it before. The fuck?
Right, yeah.
Anyway, the giant bugs are all around the place. They hide out for the night. In the morning, they keep searching. Eventually, they find a cave.
And A Quiet Place monsters. No, it wasn't like that.
Eventually, they land on something that they think is weird grass. Turns out to be fur of a giant ass creature that's like blah blah blah. And the bugs leech off its blood. And they're like, holy shit, what the hell is this place? Then they find a cave. In it, they find one of the bugs dead and torn apart. And out of one of its torn apart legs comes Baby Brawly. Just like, sup? Like, he's been here a couple days, so he's just kind of used to it.
Infancy.
Yeah, just like
killing shit like it ain't nothing.
And he's like, Brawly, you survived and killed that thing and ate its leg. Good job, buddy. Yeah, let's get you out of here.
Quick little side question. Which planet is worse? The barbarian, dinosaur people planet from the show, or this one?
Vampa.
Huh?
Vampa. Because in theory, the barbarian planet, they've got like a lot more. They've got a society there.
I was about to say it's more civilization.
Yeah, they've got a society. It's a violent one, but they got a society nonetheless.
I agree. Because
Vampa, it's just the bugs and monsters and Paraga and these three Saiyans.
Yeah, I give you that one.
So, and it's supposed to be uninhabitable too. Like, that's why it's way off. It's like technically breathable atmosphere, but no one could ever actually live here. So send Brawly off to that. Huh?
My bad if that was loud.
It wasn't. So, yeah. So, anyway, you see them. They get ready to leave. And the pilot's like, I told you we shouldn't have crashed, man. We ain't even got any food. We broke the thing. We can't even radio for help. Like, we're just fucked, man. We're fucked. Well, there's one way to preserve food. What? Pow! Kills the dude.
I believe that shit.
Just, one way to preserve food. What's that? Dead. And bye-bye pilot dude, whose name I didn't bother to learn because,
how long was he in the fucking movie? What the hell?
Exactly. So, we see that he mentions also when he sees Brawly, he picks him up. He's like, how did you kill something like that? It's as small as you are. But he grabs Brawly's tail and Brawly kind of passes out. He's like, that's it. You turned into a fucking great ape and killed it. Which could be implied by the pod opening, and the first thing he saw was a full moon.
Well, and then he said he knew because the Saiyan armor was stretched and a little tattered. That's how he found out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that as well. So he's like, yeah, you definitely, but good on you. So yeah, we cut to 5 years after that. So that's what, 36 years ago. So if you want to know how old Goku is, he's 36.
Why did I not think of these when I was watching the movie?
But yeah, Vegeta and Broly are 41. Goku is 36. So anyway, we see Bardock. We finally see a canon version of Bardock. Here he is. He's on his way back to Planet Vegeta with his buddy, Sir. Who gives a fuck? They're on a ship because Frieza's apparently told all the Saiyans to meet up. They got like a big meeting they gotta do on Planet Vegeta. And Bardock's like, but why? Why would he want us all here? If it's new scouter, if it's new info, he could have just sent it to us. We got the technology for that. If it's new weapons, he could have just mailed those to us. I don't like the fact that he's got us all here. The other guy's like, well, you think maybe there's a planet that you need a whole race of Saiyans to take down that's that strong? And Bardock's like, nah, he's probably going to kill us all. What the fuck? Why would he?
Bardock was like, he could have told us one by one if it really needed to see the person. He didn't have to see all of us at the same time.
Yeah, he could have sent out a mass message.
It was nice because Bardock the Father Goku was one of my favorite DBZ movies. I love the story and I just love Bardock's fight, even though we know it ain't gonna fucking. We know he's doomed from the second we fucking watched the movie, but it was nice to see. Even though Bardock this time he didn't know he was gonna die more so than he had a very, very good hunch. So it was nice to see Bardock chilling.
Yeah, he was chill enough, yeah. And he didn't have the whole precognition, like, Frieza gonna kill your planet on this day at this hour, and ain't shit you can do about it.
Because, yeah, most of the Bardock Father Goku movie, Bardock is just like, what? Okay, well, in that case, I'm mad. But this one, he was just like, I don't know if I like this. But hey, look at the sun. It's nice, isn't it? And I was like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah. So, we see that, like I said, we had that. The other Saiyans obviously are like, yeah, you tripping, man. What if he's scared of the idea of a Super Saiyan? You tripping. Cut to Frieza. I'm gonna kill all those monkeys today. Well, okay. And sure enough, yeah, it was actually when they mentioned that Frieza soldiers are asking about Super Saiyans. What's the word I'm looking for? That cinches it or whatever. It confirms in Bardock's head that's exactly what's going on here. He's like, wait, he's actually asking about the Super Saiyan legend that I'm pretty sure no one brought up around him willingly in the past. Yeah, he wants us fucking gone. So, and sure enough, we see Frieza like, oh, they don't have any Super Saiyans. Yeah, we should probably kill all these motherfuckers before they do.
Fucking evil son.
And then, we meet Goku's mom, Gine.
I was about to say, so that was Goku's mom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was cool. We find out Raditz has been sent off planet with the young Prince Vegeta for a mission. And Bardock's like, damn, sucks to be Raditz, I guess. I wouldn't want to be on a mission with that kid. And apparently...
is there a pun on his mom's name?
Yes, they're all named after vegetables. Even Paragus. Paragus is asparagus, if you didn't know.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Okay. Gine derives from negi, a spring onion in Japanese. So, the Japanese term for spring onions, negi, Gine.
Okay. they just took the syllables and reversed them.
Yep. So
sounded like it reminded me of Videl, the mom, Gine.
Is Videl's mom named Gine?
No, I'm just talking about the way that she carried her and conducted herself.
Oh, okay.
She sounded like it reminded me of Videl. Like, I don't know if it's the same voice actor or not, but voice and then just the way that she just kind of acted, I was like, this reminds me of Videl. Okay.
Anyhow, so yeah, she meets him. They see baby Kakarot in his tube, and you're like, damn, he's so weak though, but he could be strong one day, you know. Raditz is all right. And so he's like, I'm sending my son off planet. What? Yep, we Kal-Eling this shit. I think my planet's about to get destroyed. I'm gonna send him to this planet I heard of called Earth. If I'm wrong, fuck it, I'll go and get him afterwards. But I'm pretty sure Frieza's about to kill all our asses.
I was just about to say, if anybody wanted to have further Superman comparisons with Goku.
Oh yeah, it went from like, oh, it's kind of like a different take on Superman, before this movie, to, oh, Toriyama said no, he is straight up Superman.
That's Superman.
He just straight up is Superman, and parents sent him off for the exact same reason, because they knew it was gonna happen. So yeah, he really believes Frieza's kill him, and he's right. And also, like I said, he's playing him. So he also sent him to Earth because that planet's got a lot of weak people on it. They don't really have a lot of technology. He could handle anything that planet sends at him. And it's not necessarily wrong. But yeah, we see Frieza do the thing, blowing up the planet after Goku gets sent away. And we get to see Bardock, even though we don't see the whole plot with him doing stuff. He's the only motherfucker trying to stop Frieza's giant death ball.
Just like in the movie.
Yeah, it's just instead of him fighting like a shit ton of Frieza soldiers beforehand and trying to warn people, no, he's just, I may be dying, but fuck you, I'ma try. Oh, fuck.
In the movie, I remember he threw a ball, though, like a thing. In this one, he shot a beam. Huh?
That got eaten by the bigger ball.
Because I just remember I love when he said, "This is for all the suffering and the blah, 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 blah. Here, have it." Oh, shit. In this one, it was beam. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
A meteor hit the planet.
Yep. Sure enough, you get people getting the message that a meteor hit the planet. We see Nappa. You see a younger Nappa with hair. Just that little bit of hair up top, and some other Saiyans who don't matter. They get the news. They turn to Vegeta and Raditz, and Vegeta. You see, 5-year-old Vegeta, like, oh, now I'll never be King Vegeta. And Raditz being like, yeah, it kind of sucks. And they're like, Vegeta, don't you have a brother? Who cares? Yeah, but he's on some other planet somewhere.
Didn't matter, Crunch. Like, damn.
Yeah. And then they ask Raditz, what about your brother? He's still in a nursery at home. Weak ass motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about that either. I'm like, damn, y'all is cold.
They don't care shit about their brothers. I was like, great.
Y'all cold, but that's how it be on that planet. Because they mentioned, oh no, even before King Cold and Frieza came into the picture, we've always taken planets and sold them to the highest bidder. It's just eventually King Cold's like, cool, now do that for me. And then he's like, okay, now do that for my son. But they've always been just assholes at their core. It's just
fucking planet mobsters or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Planet flipping. Yeah. So yeah, we then see, Goku's little ship fly toward Earth, and we get the montage, which is probably where that Chala thing you're remembering comes in.
Yeah.
While they do a little montage of Goku growing up and meeting Vegeta and all this stuff, as time fast forwards to present day. And Goku and Vegeta are found doing, this time they found just sit back watching TV, just chilling for once. Of course they're not. They're fighting. They're fighting each other. They're sparring and just fighting each other while Bulma's sitting back watching with Beerus and Whis is over here food-gasming.
That motherfucker, his introduction in the movie is him going, oh.
Yeah, he's just fucking having the time of his life. And, we find out Bulma's apparently built them their own fucking island just for sparring. And that also, based on the surroundings, also just acts as a resort for everybody else that wants to chill while they spar.
Well, I heard that. I was like, so you built an island so that way they can basically whoop each other's asses without fucking everything else up.
She knows.
How destructive are they? How rich are you?
She knows.
What the fuck?
She knows what she married. And she also knows her best friend, fucking Bulma. Or fucking Goku, you know what I mean? She's like, I know.
Money.
She's like, I know this, and they're never going to stop trying to fight each other, so might as well just be fucking accommodating about it. Here, I'm made of money. Have an island. I'll make it into partially a resort so I can chill with some Mai Tais while you fucking fight. So anyway.
Wild shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bulma or Goku, after they get done with their sparring session, mentions, man, because Whis is like, why the fuck do you still need to get stronger? I mean, clearly you that dude. What's the point? Why are we doing this? Well, the Tournament of Power was so great with all the people there. That was fantastic. I gotta be stronger than those guys now, dude. And Vegeta's like, well, I need to be stronger so that I can fight Frieza. That asshole you revived.
That was funny. He was like, don't do that. Frieza, we needed him. We would have lost if we didn't bring him back.
They're still like, it's still stupid, you fucking idiots. How many times you gonna call me that? As many as I need to. So yeah, it turns out we get a phone call from Kid Trunks to Bulma, like, hey mom, someone stole the Dragon Balls you collected in the Dragon Radar. I told you we need better security. Look at the security cameras. They seem to be Frieza Force people. Bulma's like, well,
Pilaf gang like cameo on the side just so we can say they were in the movie.
They live in Capsule Corp now, so might as well.
Right.
Okay, also, that whole thing we were talking about with them possibly just being straight up good guys regardless of their scheming and stuff. Bulma left and there were 6 Dragon Balls and the Dragon Radar just sitting there. And they ain't take shit.
They didn't take shit.
They're just like, you know what? Nah.
But I mean, and
if we're gonna do it, it ain't now. This is not the time to do it.
They are basically good guys now too, but also, like you said, they know what's awaiting them. They know what ass whooping is coming their way. So the lesser of two evils,
just with the kids being there, they're like,
lesser two evils is we gonna sit these Dragon Balls here and eat the food they're giving us for free.
Like, at least we ain't homeless. If we take these, we're gonna be without Dragon Balls because they're gonna whoop our ass and we'll be homeless. So
home, no Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls, but actually no Dragon Balls, no home.
Yeah, so they appear to be from the Frieza Force. And Bulma's like, well, I only had 6, and I know where the 7th one is anyway. So let's just fucking go to Antarctica or the ice continent and get the damn Dragon Ball. And, so they fly off, and she leaves Beerus on babysitting duty because she's like, you want to come with Beerus? Nah, I really don't give a fuck about fucking Dragon Balls. Cool, you're watching the baby. What? Whis, you want to come? Sure. All right.
I'm a destroyer god, not a babysitter.
I mean, he's right, but he's also wrong because Bulma said you a babysitter now. And while you could definitely do something about it, you won't. So shut your damn mouth.
Bulma gives no whats that we have said in a few of these bitches. She gives no who's.
That's like I said, that's why I like the character. But yeah, so it turns out while on the way, Whis is like, so why? Why do you want the Dragon Balls? Or Goku, Whis or Goku ask her why she wants the Dragon Balls, and she's like, Goku asks, she's like, I'm not telling you. And eventually she's like, fine, if you must know, I was going to wish to appear 5 years younger than I am.
That's so silly.
And he's like, what? You're so old? You don't want people seeing how old you are? And I think they mentioned she's 38, so she's only like 2 years older than Goku.
Yeah, they said 38 in Battle of Gods.
Actually, she might be older than that. She might be in her 40s now, because Battle of the Gods, there's been time. She's had a baby since then, so she's at least 39, if not 40. Mm-hmm. Like, because time passed during Dragon Ball Super.
And she was a teenager when she met Goku when he was young, so.
Mm-hmm. Well,
a young teen.
She's like 4. She's within 5 years of him. Let's say that.
I agree.
Bottom line, though, she's like, I want to appear younger, and Whis is like, why not just wish to be like 10 or 20 years younger than this just do that. Why this 5-year thing? Why not a bigger amount?
Too obvious.
Yeah, she's like, it'd be too obvious. Everyone think I had like plastic surgery. I want them to think I'm naturally just ageless.
That's so sick.
And Goku's like, you've been doing this for a while, haven't you? Like, fucking asshole. But they also known each other forever, so if there's anyone to say that to her, it would be Goku. So, you know, she gets mad, flies away. We cut to 2 random Frieza soldiers looking in the looking in the far reaches of space for recruits. It's this chick named Chilai with she's like green with white hair, and this guy named Limon. Guess what he's named after? So they eventually land on Vappa, and they, look around. They're like, oh, we got a Frieza ship distress signal that was very weak and hardly working. And they find a broken ship, but they're like, it doesn't appear anyone's on there. Paragus, looking like he was
old as a motherfucker too.
Yeah, he has aged. The only Saiyan I've really seen aged that fucking hardcore. Yeah, he's just.
I was like, this motherfucker's still surviving.
Yeah, on what? Exactly. So he like, wait, bring us in here, and they're like, oh wait, that guy's got a tail. Wait, you're a fucking Saiyan? They still fucking are out in space somewhere? And he's like, oh, please help me. You say you were the Frieza Force, right? You can help me. And then they get attacked by a giant bug, but he calls out Brawly, and now we got, 41-year-old Brawly just comes out, murks the bug instantly. Chilai fucking, she's very taken by what she sees. He has a massive power level that impresses her. He's just a massive enemy. Like, there's jokes about, like, her being attracted to him from the start, which you could easily get from that at the start, but you get my point. The bottom line is, they eventually see his power level literally breaks the scouter with how strong he is. And they're like, shit, y'all need to be in the Frieza Force. So they take him back on their ship. Brawly is very Tarzan-like. Like, what that? Oh, it's food. Do you want some? Take the wrapper off. And Dad's like, where the fuck are your manners, Brawly? Oh, thank you for the food. She's like, how about just thanks? And she likes to do this whole thing with the fucking okay symbol.
Oh, okay. He's like, thank you.
He's like, thank you. Like, he couldn't even do the okay thing.
Oh, he didn't do it right. Okay.
He's like, thank you for the food. And she's like, you know what, whatever. We'll work it out as time goes on. But they fly back, they meet up with Frieza. And, they show him, and they're like, and Frieza's like, holy shit, other Saiyans, all right. Monkeys to do my bidding. And he sees that Brawly lost his tail, and Paragus is like, yeah, I cut that shit off. When he turned into a great ape, he was way too powerful. Even for me, he was way too dangerous. I fucking said, nah, we gotta do that. Oh, well, that's crazy. At least he's, crazy. Well, he still has a temper problem. You and these props, I gotta commend you. He still got this temper problem. And Frieza's like, temper problem? Wait, you mean this shit's still happening? And you let him on my fucking ship? No, I've got control over it with my magic remote. And sure enough, Brawly's wearing a collar, as exemplified by Superjaz over here. And let me tell you, when he whipped out that remote to show Frieza everything's okay, he's like, I've got a remote, everything's fine. And that look of terror on Brawly's face when he sees the remote was just very well done by the animators.
I gotta rewatch it.
He was just he takes it out and Brawly's like, and then immediately starts being like, and he reaches for that collar, which Chilai and the others are like, okay, yeah, Brawly does not like.
He don't like whatever the fuck that
this
is.
collar. No, not at all. And Frieza pays Chilai and Limon or whatever. And he immediately gets to manipulating Paragus toward his own cause. He's like, did you know that Prince Vegeta is still a thing and he's still alive? Wouldn't you like vengeance against King Vegeta by killing him? Of course I would! Well, good. We're going to see Prince Vegeta now. Everybody get them some new clothes and feed and, bathe them and shit. So, obviously they do that. We go to the cafeteria. where Chilai and Limon, trying to talk to Brawly. She sees like some fur around his waist, and she's like, "What the fuck is with this? It stays on." Okay, clearly you care about whatever the fuck is up with this. You keep that on there. Some douchebag comes over to hit on her. Drunk.
Yeah, fucking weird. Hey, lady, how you doing?
Yeah, it's like, you want to be with these losers or with a real man? And I'm like, dude, I get that whole jock dude saying that shit, but usually, yes, usually they're with a dude that does not look like fucking Brawly.
Like Brawly, who was like stupidly big and just chiseled as fuck.
Like, clearly this guy is bigger than you, and you're trying to call him a loser.
Well, the motherfucker basically, it looked like the statue of David, but like buffer than that.
Very much. He's got muscles on his muscles.
Right.
And he's like, you want to be with this loser or a real man? Like if she was just sitting there with Limon and Paragas, that's one thing. But fucking Brawly,
Paragas is bullshit.
But he's old as dicks. So you got at least that kind of argument. But clearly this motherfucker don't know what a Saiyan is and know that you probably shouldn't be fucking with anybody of that ilk. And Brawly proceeds to get ready to whoop his fucking ass because she clearly is disgusted by the dude. However, Paragas is like, Brawly, sit down. And then he pressed the button. And oh my, and again, it did not look pleasant at all. Very painful looking.
I thought it was going to be just like a little, but it was some fucking, I was like, damn, how many volts are in that bitch?
Yeah, it's brutal as fuck. And, and Sheila's like, will you fucking stop pressing the button? Don't tell me how to raise my fucking son. You don't know what would have happened. Which, as dick of a move as it is, he technically had a point. She don't know shit about what that guy is capable of. Look, if there was an easier way, I wouldn't have done this, but we all died.
At the risk of jumping ahead, without Chilai, we wouldn't have a movie. Or it would have been over in like 25 minutes, put it that way. So, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, all right, so we're going to do this. So, yeah, Frieza calls Paragas to talk to him on his own. So we see, Chilai, Limon, and Brawly in another room. Brawly doesn't even know what the fuck water is. He's like,
yeah, I did not understand that.
What is this?
He didn't even know how to open the fucking thing. He was like...
I was fine with him not knowing how to open a thermos. The not knowing what water is,
how does anybody not know what water is? I didn't get that.
And after he drinks it, he kind of drops the Tarzan thing a bit and just becomes more soft-spoken, as opposed to Tarzan, where he's literally like, me, jungle, blah, blah, blah. But then he's like, thanks for the water. You asked what this was about.
This is Ba's ear. And I thought I was like, Ba's ear? What the fuck? But
yeah. I didn't understand what he said the first time either. I was like, what? And then he talked about that giant creature we mentioned earlier. Apparently he befriended it, used to play with it. It would try to eat him. He would dodge it. Ha ha ha, playing. The thing probably actually wasn't friends with it. Probably tried to eat him. Right. But he didn't know. It was the closest thing he had to a friend. It was him, Ba, and his fucking dad. And then it was just him and his dad because his dad's like, I'm going to shoot this motherfucker's ear off. Stop playing with this thing. And Brawly, was like, I keep this ear as a memento of the good times when we were buddies because it's hated Brawly since he let his dad do that. So, we get the little heartstrings moment with that. Like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. They're like, damn, you're way too innocent to be in the fucking Frieza Force. What the fuck? Why are you here? You don't really like fighting, do you? Yeah, your dad's an asshole. Fuck that dude. That dude should go to fucking jail for the way he been treating you. This nigga is the worst nigga. He's like, you shouldn't say bad things about him. He is my dad.
He's still my dad.
He didn't even yell. He's just like, you shouldn't say such things. Yeah, he is my dad. So he does defend him a little bit. He's like, look, I know it don't make sense to y'all, and I don't necessarily like it 100% either, but at the end of the day, That's my dad. Y'all can't keep just shit talking him the whole time. And they, I kind of understand the situation. You don't know everybody's family relationships.
Well, and then at the end of the day, too, your mom is your mom, your dad is your dad. So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So we see Frieza claiming, to Paraga, he's like, so we're gonna fight, these Saiyans. I want Broly to beat Vegeta's ass. Cool, got it. But I want Goku for myself, because fuck that nigga. Okay, that's cool too. Alright. I don't care. I just hate the Vegeta family, so I'm perfectly fine with that. So eventually, the Bulma and the Saiyans and Whis arrive in Antarctica. The Frieza soldiers are like, you don't think that's the Saiyans we were warned about, do you? We should probably GTFO. They can't. It's futile. Goku's faster than they are. And just like, give us the fucking Dragon Balls back. And then Frieza announces himself with the fucking explosion, as he is wont to do lately. Just, I am here. And he just ganks the Dragon Balls for himself with telekinesis. Once he lands, he's like, I'll be taking those. It's like, well.
Fucking Frieza.
All right. Oh, almost forgot. Frieza soldiers asked him what he's trying to wish for.
Oh, this was so...
He's given up on immortality. He wants to wish to make himself 5 centimeters taller.
Which I looked up, and it's just 2 inches.
Yeah, he just wants to make himself look 2 inches taller. And someone's like, but first off, couldn't you just be in your second form? He's like, I want this in my normal form, which further implies that final form Frieza is his base form. He's like, no, I want it in, this form, my normal form. I want to have it at all times because I don't want to walk around being weaker just so I can appear taller. What? And he's like, also, and he mentions he doesn't want immortality because that makes things too easy. Also, living forever would just be hell, and he don't want that. He's having lived through hell. So he's like, no, I want to do this. And they're like, but why not wish to be like a foot taller or more than 5 centimeters? He's like, well, I want this to look natural. I want it to look like I'm still growing. I want people
I hit a growth spurt. I'm still growing. I was like, so, and I was when I thought, I was like, so between Bulma and Frieza, people really wishing for dumb shit this time around. Like, what the fuck?
I just love that they both had the vanity wishes.
Yeah.
Like that shit. And I saw this movie in theaters when I first saw it. The whole theater just started cracking up the second he said 5 centimeters because they all knew what the punchline was. That he was doing the same thing Bulma was doing in short.
I was like 5, because I was like, wait, okay, 5 centimeters. I was like, that's not a lot. And I was like 2 inches, really 1.9 some shit. But I was like, what the fuck?
To be fair, 1.9 inches of height is a decent amount, but not overly noticeable. But it's noticeably taller, but not...
No, it would be crazy.
...the foot taller. So it made sense to me that, especially if he's trying to feel like he's still growing and make people think like, oh, wait, how... Because you got to think of it. If you've known Frieza for like over 40-something years as this scary-ass dude across the universe, but at least he's tiny or whatever, and, now he's getting stronger because he's got this gold form, and he's growing too, if you don't know shit about that race, you're like, oh, was he just a fucking kid?
You're like, what the fuck? What is going to happen next, right?
Exactly. Like, was he just a kid? Is he just now aging?
I'm 5'7", and if I did suddenly grow to be 5'9", some people be like, "You a little taller, Jazz." It would be like, But if I went from 5'7" to 6'3" or 6'7", be like, okay, what the fuck is happening?
What in the name of steroids have you been taking?
Steroids don't make me grow no fucking 5'7" to 6'7".
Well, it's something illegal making you grow that much. That's for damn sure. And how can I get some?
Something is wrong. But go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, they land there and everything. And Frieza's like, oh, these are the Saiyans, by the way, Broly and Paragus, blah blah blah. They've been on the repugnant planet of Vampa, blah blah blah. Now they're here to kill you. Cool, Frieza. But first, I got just one question. What does repugnant mean? You know, classic Goku comedy. Ha ha ha. Broly starts growling the second like Paragus gives his fucking Prince Vegeta, I have come for vengeance type speech. And Broly, seeing that his dad is mad at this dude, starts getting real fucking pissed too. Just and Broly gives the signal to attack. Or sorry, Paragus gives the signal to attack, and it's on. Broly versus Vegeta, because he goes straight for him. Vegeta blocks it, gives like a little smirk, like, sweet, I get to fight first. Because, you know, him and Goku really like that kind of shit. Who gets to fight first? So they're like fighting, blah, blah, blah. Vegeta actually stays in base form for the start of this one, as opposed to his usual. And as opposed to his usual, Vegeta starts off going all out. He's like, nah, let's feel this out. So he stays in base form. They're going back and forth. Eventually, it shows that Vegeta is stronger, but Broly keeps catching up to where he is. And so Vegeta's like, okay, this is getting fucking annoying. Super Saiyan, regular Super Saiyan. And Paragus is like, what the fuck is that? And Frieza's like, wait.
You don't know about this?
Broly can't go Super Saiyan. No? That fucking sucks.
Yeah, he basically was like that this one.
He's like, oh, well,
I guess to the drawing board.
I guess that was on me for not asking before we came here, but we'll see what happens, I guess. So, yeah, they're fighting, and eventually fucking Broly catches up with where Vegeta's at Super Saiyan. So Vegeta,
he's learning as he's fighting.
And, by the way, I know I'm yada-yadaing over a lot of the fight people, but that's what 80% of this movie is just fighting.
It's just fighting.
I'm going to say it right now, I fucking loved every moment of it. But eventually Vegeta gets mad and goes Super Saiyan God. Not Super Saiyan Blue, just straight up Super Saiyan God.
I had a question. Obviously, Vegeta could do Super Saiyan Blue.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know Vegeta could do Super Saiyan God because I thought that the particular...
He apparently did God, in the manga.
Okay, because the red hair guy, you're supposed to have the ritual and everything, right?
Yeah, he still didn't use the ritual to get to that point. He just kind of used Goku as a barometer and realized he could do it too, because of course he could. It's Vegeta. I didn't read the mangas to know the exact details, but it's something along those lines. I don't think they ever did the ritual for Vegeta. It's just before he went blue, he went God. Or at some other point in the manga, he went God.
That was definitely something I was wondering. I was like, wait, okay, isn't Vegeta supposed to? I mean, like I was like, Vegeta can go God, but he didn't do the ritual. Okay, so cool.
Yeah, Blue's like stronger anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter. So yeah, he goes Super Saiyan God, and now he's like stronger than Broly. Knocks him through some fucking mountains. Frieza's like, is that all he's fucking got?
Long ass mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, like he knocks the shit out of Broly, and Frieza's like, yep, can't even go Super Saiyan. He just pressed the God button. That's all he's got, ain't it? Yep. All right. Call him back. But it's like they forgot how Saiyans work. Like, that give up isn't necessarily something the sane ones do. So Broly now pissed off or whatever. He's like going nuts, and Broly and Paragus is like, hey, come on back, man. You're gonna die if we keep doing this. Oh shit, he's getting too mad. Let me grab my remote. Oh, by the way, he doesn't have the remote. Chi-Lai stole the remote and broke it.
She slick pickpocketed that motherfucker too.
Yeah, she took that shit and broke it. And
this is what I think of shock therapy.
Yeah.
You don't know what that's for, girl. Chill out.
Right? That's what I was saying. Like, it's a dick move, but he ain't necessarily... I don't know what I would do with Paragus. I probably wouldn't put a shock collar on my kid, but at the same time, I ain't Paragus, so I get where he was coming from. Boy, do I get where he was coming from.
Eli eventually did too.
Yeah. So now he's going nuts. And he's actually like putting up more than enough of a fight against Vegeta. You get this beautiful ass power up scene, and Paragus explains like, it seems like Brawly found a way to go Ozaru or Great Ape form without actually transforming and just harnessing that multiplicative power boost in his base form. And Frieza's like, oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, but he can't control it. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. So, Goku's like, before Brawly could go real hard against Vegeta, Goku's like, I'm tagging in. And we get, as Goku's like stretching and shit, we get this like announcer dude in the background like, Brawly versus Kakarot. Yeah, like, and it's worked into the music and shit throughout the movie. They'll just be like, Kakarot, go, Brawly, go, Brawly.
How did I not hear it?
It was hilarious, but like, I kind of like this, that you just got some, like, you never see the guy on screen. It's just part of the music or whatever, but they were hyping this shit. The movie had its own built-in hype man for this shit. So yeah, we get a, cool fight with Goku versus Brawly, and there's this moment in there that just, I was already kind of down the second Vegeta started going God and shit. And I was just like, oh my God. Same with my roommate. He was watching a movie with me. We were just like losing our shit. And then Brawly starts beating the shit out of Goku. And we see Goku try to shoot a Kamehameha. And he's like shooting it toward the camera. It's like, oh, that's a cool little camera pan shot. But then we see some shots go back at Goku. And we see the hands come up. And it's like, oh shit, is this fucking Brawly vision? And we got a first person view of Brawly beating the shit out of Goku. And I'm like, they gave us fucking Brawly vision? Like the second.
Brawly vision.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like the second the fucking arms came up, the whole fucking theater was just like, I don't know. It was just. Oh my God. So yeah, so now we got the Brawly vision. Goku beat him up. Eventually, Goku starts, much like Vegeta did, transforming as time passes. Whole fight remains amazing. Just all the shit, and it's about as DBZ as DBZ gets. Eventually, Goku goes Super Saiyan God as well. Uses some random move that I've never seen him use, where he's just like, sit still for a minute, Brawly. Now I'm going to try to talk to you. And he's like holding him in place, just like,
right.
I get the feeling you don't really like fighting as much as other people, but you're really fucking cool. And he's just like talking to him about shit. And eventually Brawly gets mad enough to momentarily reverse the thing onto Goku, because Goku's like he like breaks through, and then Goku tries to move, and he can't. He's like, wait, what?
Admittedly, I will say, because some of the moments you're saying, and I'm not chiming in, admittedly, I dozed off for pockets, like small little parts of this film.
Damn, man. I did not think you would hate this movie. There
were pockets where it happened.
Damn. I'm actually kind of sad.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't remember the Brawly vision. I don't remember the sit still part. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, Brawly keeps getting madder, beating the shit out of Goku. Eventually, he just tears the, like, terrain up. They're, like, fighting underground and fucking lava and shit. And just... Eventually, though, he just beats the shit out of Goku, tears up the terrain. Frieza gives the Dragon Balls to his soldiers to keep him safe on the ship while he watches. And T-Live starts feeling sorry for Brawly in this situation. Like, look at him. He seems like he's in a lot of pain and shit. Brawly keeps beating the shit out of Goku's Super Saiyan God. And, puny, the puny God thing from fucking Hulk to Loki. He's doing that, but puny Super Saiyan God just, fuck you, motherfucker. Right. And Goku's like, oh my God, what the fuck? He's so like screaming his ass off, just, I can't even mimic the screaming.
I'm about to say, don't do that again.
But yeah, Goku is screaming his ass off. Eventually, we just see Goku on the ground, and Piccolo, like, contacts him mentally, like, yo, man, you good? And he's like, yo, man, you good? I don't think so. You don't want me to help, do you? Because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do shit. Nah, man, just stand by. If we need you, I'll call you later, or teleport to you later. Okay. So Goku then goes Super Saiyan Blue. We get a very, very small glimpse of him. Well, not very, but you get a small glimpse while he's transforming. His hair turns Ultra Instinct white for a second.
Yeah.
And then he goes Super Saiyan Blue. He doesn't
I thought he was about to go Ultra Instinct. I was like, about to be like, really?
Well, GG's. He goes Ultra Instinct. Well, all right, Brawly. Get out the movie. But no, he just goes Super Saiyan Blue. And takes advantage of the fight. Brawly's still undeterred during all this though. Keeps trying to fight back. This is when he gets tackled into the lava. But Brawly just keeps getting exponentially stronger, and his explosions start getting more and more CG-ified. Eventually, there's just a big giant green CG explosion with shit fucking getting torn up around him. The Arctic continent their own just practically gets destroyed. Now it's a volcanic fucking continent, and it's like, holy fucking shit. This man is going all out. This fight is just, oh my god. So eventually Paragus realizes that King Vegeta might have had a point about Baby Brawly's potential and him being a danger to the whole fucking planet. Maybe just might have had a point there, King Vegeta. But Goku still seems to have Brawly beaten because he's Goku. And at the end of the day, Super Saiyan Blue. But Frieza gets an idea. So he kills Paragus.
That shit. That was
like Frieza remembers that killing Krillin made Goku go Super Saiyan. So he kills Paragus, blames it on Goku.
A straight energy beam.
So he points it out. Brawly goes Super Saiyan, and Jesus fucking Christ, is he strong as a goddamn Super Saiyan. And he's just going crazy, does this whole fuck everything shit as he's powering it up, just blowing shit up left and right. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do against this? Eventually Vegeta's like, yeah, shut up, I'm helping you, Goku, because clearly you ain't handling this on your own. And Goku's like, yeah, you right. So they start trying to fight them together. It don't look all that good for them, so they are flying around, and eventually they fly toward Frieza and then move out the way at the last second, like, heads up, Frieza. Frieza's like, what? And Brawly's just attack whatever's in front of him mode, and right now in front of him is Frieza, so he just starts beating the shit out of Frieza, which is hilarious.
He was whooping Frieza's ass.
So that happens. Oh yeah, by the way, before they did that, they do an awesome Gallic Kamehameha thing that Brawly just tanks through, and that's when they're like, okay, yep, Super Saiyan Blue Gallic Kamehameha, and he's like, fuck y'all. No, we gotta figure something else out.
Where you at, Piccolo?
Yeah, so when they distract him with Frieza, Goku instant transmissions to where Frieza is, or to where Piccolo is. And Goku's like, okay, Vegeta, we should try the fusion dance. We get the classic Vegeta refusal, but eventually they decide to work on it. We see Frieza going gold, and we see him going gold not mattering in the fucking slightest.
Yep. The distraction they needed for Brawly was Frieza getting his ass whipped.
Oh, yeah. And Goku and Vegeta get the fusion wrong a few times. So for at least an hour, because we see them fail it twice, and it's not like they can just cancel it. You're just fused for a half hour with this technique. So at least an hour, if not more, Frieza is getting his ass destroyed, and it's hilarious. But
Say Brawly.
Yeah. And eventually, say Brawly instead of say Uncle.
Yeah.
Eventually, they do get it right, the fusion dance or whatever, the correct angle, actually fingers touching or whatever. And then Piccolo's like, so what's your name? With the Potara earrings, it was Vegito, right? So we actually, you know what? I don't really give a fuck. It doesn't matter. Just go fucking stop whatever you stop. No. And proving that they are indeed Gotenks' dad. No, a name would definitely make us sound cooler.
They were like, what do you say?
Oh, I got you. They're like, Gokuga or Vekujo. No, I got it. Gogeta, which us the fans knew it was fucking Gogeta
We
anyway.
knew, yeah.
Which, by the way, where is it? Somewhere in my room, I have a thing that they gave me when you showed up to the theaters to see this movie. And on and on that they give you at the door, it has Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. And you don't realize it's Gogeta in a massive spoiler initially unless you look closer and you see that he's got the vest on. Mm-hmm. At first you're just like, is that Goku or Vegeta in that? I guess it's Goku. Then you're like, oh wait, that's the vest. Fucking Gogeta in this movie? So they spoiled it at the door that Gogeta would show up in this movie, which kind of frustrated me, but not enough to where I was disappointed.
All the fusions get the little stupid ass vest. Mm-hmm. I like the vest. But it's silly.
It's a stupid ass vest. It works. I've grown used to it. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?"
I like it, but it's got the little puffy rings.
Yeah,
and then it stops like after the chest.
This midriff exposing, just literal
open. Fuck.
It's like, what is this vest? But like I said, it works. You know, it's unique enough. Like you know, it's the fusion. You know, it's the fusion vest. So they eventually settle on Gogeta. They show up at the thing while Frieza's knocking him out. And he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" "We are the fusion of Goku and Vegeta. We are Gogeta, and we are exponentially stronger than Vegeta." And Frieza, one of my favorite lines of the movie, Frieza, hearing them explain the whole Gogeta thing, he's like, "What? Unfair!" He's like, no, that ain't even right. Which is true, because it's not. Gogeta is the opposite of fair. But first we see Broly attack Whis, but Broly can't even touch Whis. Let's not get ridiculous. He's not that fucking strong. Whis just kind of, oh, so this is happening.
They didn't go that far.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, so this is happening. All right. And then Gogeta shows him, so it's like, oh my. All right, well, you can handle this. And begin to handle it, they do. And then you got the fucking background announcers and music too. Go, Gogeta, Gogeta, go. As Gogeta starts whooping Broly's ass. But Broly, at first, actually doesn't start whooping his ass yet. He seems like he does. But then Broly gets mad and starts catching up with base Gogeta. And it's like, what the fuck? And they start beating each other's ass so hard and fighting so fucking hard that they break reality. Like they punch, like Battle of the Gods arc in Dragon Ball Super. Goku and Beerus are punching each other, and they are threatening with each punch. They are threatening to break reality. We get that whole build up with the ripples and shit. In this movie, they clash, and reality just fucking breaks right there. It's just, and they're like, what the fuck? And now they're just fighting in another dimension, just fucking beating the shit out of each other in this other dimension until they fight each other so hard that they break reality back to normal. Like it's like the other dimension shatters.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the other dimension shatters and they go back to normalcy. It's like, wait, you broke reality so hard you put it together? Damn. So, but now things are not looking like Broly can hold up by the time they fix it going, like, because Gogeta's gone blue by that point. It's looking like Broly can't handle nothing. Eventually, Chilai and Limon see it shows that they've confiscated the Dragon Balls, and she's like, we gotta fucking do something to save Broly because he's about to get his ass whooped. And sure enough, he does. And oh my, the attacks Gogeta's throwing off, just fucking raining energy on the motherfucker, just fucking explosions here and there, just all the shit Gogeta does to us, like, it the fucking roller coaster that this movie was on, especially in theaters, and just that whole like, damn. So meanwhile, Broly fucking, get his he tried powering up further or whatever. The dragon gets summoned, stopping Gogeta from like going in for the kill initially. Because they're like, wait, the dragon got summoned? And we see that Chilai's like holding the gun to like one of Frieza's right hand to like fucking tell us how to make a goddamn wish.
Because I was thinking that too. I was like, did I miss where the dragon come from? Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're like, tell us how to make this fucking wish. And he's like, just fucking make a wish. Wait, is that easy? And we see more fucking explosions and shit. Gogeta whooping Brawly's ass. And then he goes for the Kamehameha. And Chilai, last second before Brawly dies, wishes that Brawly get off that planet, sent back to Vampa. And kind of return to normal. Just send this motherfucker away before he dies. And so it does. And then then Limon shows up like, bitch, hop in. We need to get the fuck out of here. We just robbed Frieza of whatever the fuck he was trying to wish for.
That's basically that's pretty much how exactly translation. Yeah.
Yeah.
How we make a wish? Just make one. Wish him back to where it's gonna go. Oh, I was gonna die. No, I didn't. Okay, now hop in this bitch. We get out.
Yeah, he was already in his ship. Like, hop in, bitch. Get out of here. So Frieza.
She jumped in the mud like upside down.
Yeah, Frieza predictably is like, y'all really think I'm gonna fucking let y'all get away? Gets ready to blow it up, but Gogeta stops him, and Frieza's like, yeah, I'm not fighting you right now. He just powers down like, I'll beat your ass. I'll fight you eventually. I will be back. And then goes off into space, and they let him leave or whatever. We see Beerus with the babies, like, oh, it seems like everything's done. Baby Bulla or Bros just crawling on his chest. Then we see Chilai and Limon in space. Then they decide they're just gonna exile themselves to Vampa alongside Brawly because that's the closest thing they got to a friend now.
Right.
And we see a couple days later, Frieza's like, did they go where I thought they went? Yeah, they're with Brawly. Yeah, I ain't dealing with that shit right now. I will let him see if he can get that shit under control, and then I'll use him for my own things again in the future. It'll be great to have him on my side.
Classic Frieza.
Right? So he's still doing that while he's destroying some other planet, by the way. So for all you people that are like, damn it, Dragon Ball Super made Frieza good. We cut to Vampa. We see Goku arrive in front of Team Brawly, who are like, this is what you've been eating all these years? Damn, this is going to suck. But then Goku shows up, and he's got capsules, because of course he's got capsules. Coming in peace. He's got sensu beans as well. Take these if you ever think, oh god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Take these, and also here's some food and other stuff.
Chilai was like, we still don't like your bitch ass, right? And he was like, my bitch ass?
He's like,
understood.
Yeah, he's like, well, from what I heard, this place is repugnant. So I had Bulma give me some capsules. And they got a house and all this other shit. And he's like, I just want Brawly, as long as, and she's like, we still don't fucking like you. I really don't care as long as you let me come and fight Brawly every once in a while. And Chilai's talking shit the whole time, but Brawly's just kind of silent and seems like he's cool with everything. Seems like Goku found a new buddy, whether he liked it or not. And then they get ready to leave, and she's like, how the fuck do we find you? We might not even be on Vampa forever. He's like, well, as long as you don't go too far, I'll just fucking find you. They're like, we don't even know who the fuck you are. And he's like, oh, me? My name's Goku. But Brawly, you can call me Kakarot.
That was a dumbass ending line.
I loved it.
However good or bad the movie was, I thought the ending line was stupid.
I liked it for a couple reasons. And then we get the end credits, which are kind of cool with the whole thing they do. I like that ending line because, A, Kakarot is Brawly the character's catchphrase. 2, Goku doesn't really tell other people to call him Kakarot. And a few times that he has corrected people, he's like, hey, only my friends or so-and-so can call me that type deal. So it was kind of a, hey, you can do that. You know what I mean? Also, Kakarot is his Saiyan name. And he's telling this other Saiyan, kind of like him going ahead and taking in his whole, Saiyan culture thing. Like, no, you one of the Saiyans, you one of us. You call me, call me fucking Kakarot.
I see what you mean. the reason why, well, that's why.
Don't call me by my Earth name. You call me by my Saiyan name because we in the same thing. Oh, but also the whole fan servicey. Brawly likes yelling Kakarot, and if there ever is a sequel, probably gonna be yelling Kakarot a lot.
That's why I kind of thought it was dumb, was because I thought it was basically like, we didn't say it the whole movie, so hey audience.
There was a huge amount of that, but you got to understand, this is fan service. The movie. You said the Tournament of well, obviously not for a fan like yourself, but for fans like myself, this movie was fucking fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't even gonna beat around the bush. My rating's a fucking 10. You can explain what your rating is.
Explain the 10 though. I explained mine. Explain the 10. Explain it though.
Oh, I if you couldn't tell by how many times I just fucking stopped to talk about like, hold on, let me calm down for a bit. Just talking about this fucking movie. Like I said, I saw this in theaters. It was interesting. At first, I was confused with the start in the past and how much we went in the past. At the same time, I'm like, well, Toriyama actually, from what I heard, I probably should have double checked this, but I've yet to see anyone say otherwise. Like, this is Brawly as imagined by Toriyama. Like, this is a canon Brawly movie. Like, this is a canon version of Brawly.
Canon with Super, right?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like a canon version of Brawly. So, and it's a hell of a lot better than the, well, not, I don't know about hell of a lot, but it's a lot better than the original version. The backstory's better than the original version. Oh, I hate this nigga because he cried next to me as a baby. No, it's, you know.
That's facts.
I've lived a life of nothing but fighting for survival. Also, I got this whole berserker thing that everybody likes about him. But from the art and stuff to the non-stop action once the fighting did start. Like, it took a second to get to the fighting, but once Brawly hits Vegeta with that first punch and Vegeta like smirks, it's just go. And they just kept going and kept topping themselves, and just like I said, in the theater, just left and right, just like every moment, especially watching it with the fucking crowd when I first saw it. And watching it today, I didn't feel anything like less once I was watching. I actually hated that I had to take notes because I would have to look away while I was taking the notes. So, unlike you who was bored to sleep by this movie, I fucking loved it. Everybody else, I loved it. So you really think Bio Brawly is better than this movie?
Before I go into my rating, I'll elaborate. Before I go into my rating, rate the 4 Brawly movies from best to worst.
Best.
Super Brawly.
Yeah, so we're gonna put that up here. That's still the bottom of this one. So, you know, or here, you can see Brawly's face up here. So, best Brawly original.
Okay.
All right. So, Brawly original. Off the screen. Brawly Second Coming. And below that, Bio Brawly.
Bio Brawly's not that bad. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know why I called it Bio Brawly. It's Bio Shit Monster versus the C Team. I totally
you said
forgot.
that in the review, and I was back in the review, so I was like, this motherfucker. A funny motherfucker right here. But no, what was I gonna say? No, Second Coming, bro. I don't need to see Kid Trunks and Goten.
Did you not see me put it off the fucking screen with how bad it was? I just put Bio Brawly one rung below that. I'm not here saying
his humor is better than Brawly somehow turned into some superpowered being.
I say Brawly is better than a shit monster.
But piss humor is better than Brawly turning into a superpowered being.
One piss joke the entire fucking movie, not to mention Bio Brawly did have, 7-year-old Trunks mooning the camera his damn self. So you're saying that's better.
I'm not even joking.
No, I'm just saying. No. If we're gonna talk about one joke made in the whole movie, I'm just saying, if we're gonna talk about one joke made in the whole movie as the make or break point, Like, I don't care about the piss stupid thing because I care more about the fact that Brawley was like beating
I
people up.
remember the
But I
story of
hated that his
coming out here.
vocabulary had all disappeared except for just the word Kakarot. I hated that it was like the whole like perimeter around it. Like, I felt like you only really needed the original Brawley movie. But hell, they always try to capitalize off of stuff that's considered good. Like when they made a sequel to Bardock. It's like things are gonna happen. That's just is what it is.
What was the sequel to Bardock?
It was a TV special. We weren't able to watch it because it didn't have a dub. We would have watched it before Super.
Right. The Yo Son Goku and his friends return thing.
And then there was an episode of Bardock.
Word. Okay.
Those were the two specials we were gonna watch before Super.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. The way look at your little smirk on your face.
Look, man, I'm smirking because I'm still thinking about this fucking movie. I don't think you realize like how much I love this movie. Or
Dragonball Super Brawley. All right. So, movie. As I'm watching it, I try not to, but sometimes I have my ratings picked out in advance, and it did change throughout the movie. But initially, it was like 7 question mark 7. Then it went to 6.5, and the only debate that I have is it a 6.5 or a 6? And and this is what I would have said whether I went first or not. So I'm not doing this to stick it to Omari. Ooh. No, this was Jazz's actual thoughts. So I am thinking maybe 6.5, but I'm still debating 6. But we'll say 6.5. But I'm feeling maybe 6, but I'll say 6.5 for this. My issues with this movie, man. I thought that the beginning, before and a little after the credits, was so slow and took a while to get going. I thought it took a while to get going. And I'm like, okay, look, I like story, but y'all dragging. Then, and I know it's Dragon Ball, but y'all dragging my balls in this shit. And then, I gotta be honest, give me some story, okay, cool. But then I thought that once we got going, and I had a problem. I'll say this: I had a problem with Captain America: Civil War, and I am one of 2 people I know that wasn't a big fan of Captain America: Civil War in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because I love movies that got a lot of fighting. I love movies that got a lot of story, but if you give me some story, give me some fighting. If you give me some fighting, give me some story. And I felt that the fact that all this movie being 80, 85%, 90% fighting with no story for real, or the story itself dragging, I was like, dude, you gotta make me care. Okay, but don't take your sweet ass time making me give a shit. And then once I give a shit, give me a fight. Didn't give me a little bit or something, but it was just, let's fight for fucking an hour and 10 minutes. You would think as a Dragon Ball Z fan, I would love that. And I do. But make me give a little bit more of a shit than punch. Look, the Tournament of Power, the second half. I rated that shit a 10. And that was all fucking fighting. But the pacing was, the pacing in the second half of Tournament of Power, it was like, I feel like Whis. If it was food.
So you would rather 10 hours of fighting than 1 hour of fighting.
So
there's less fighting for you.
The pacing in the Tournament of Power.
Yeah, they took 48 minutes and turned it into 10 hours.
And there was so much more story around the fighting in the Tournament of Power.
Only because they tried to explain why 80%
Are you going to keep
doing
your promise? Yes. Okay, throw me at him. Oh shit, I'm dead. Wait, I wasn't dead the whole time. I'm gonna turn my back on you. It's just like on Namek. Oh, don't trust Frieza. Frost found it out the hard way. Master Roshi, no. It's like all this shit. This was just, you gotta die. Really? Do I have to? I'm helping you. It's like,
fair enough.
Fusion Reborn was mostly fighting. And Fusion Reborn still had more story than this, I felt.
If you say so.
Wrath of the Dragon had a whole lot of story. Not a lot of fighting. I still like the story better. Those are my examples. Fighting story. So I gotta be, if I'm gonna be honest, I felt that the beginning of this, and I didn't know this was a fan favorite too, because I get called by a lot of people. I'm a contrarian.
Yeah.
I get called by a lot of people being a contrarian. I didn't know this was a fan favorite, so I didn't hate it just to hate it. As well as
you're not a fan, you're not a contrarian. You're nominally, but what? So what were you saying?
I would say too, and then I didn't also not just say this because Pete liked it, so I'm gonna hate it. No, I watched this mug. Now, granted, I did do some work beforehand. I was helping my aunt with something, so I guess I was more tired than I thought. It wasn't too strenuous. Maybe I was more tired than I thought. But there were pockets in this mug where I did fall asleep, and I fell asleep in the parts where it was fighting for over a fucking hour with no basis for me to give a shit. The Dragon Ball universe, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, didn't watch GT, but Dragon Ball Z and Super, more so than Dragon Ball, are much more about fighting. So, of course, I love it. But if you make it where, let's say it's an anime based just off of boxing, if the whole show from start to finish is, hey, we should fight. You sure about that? Yeah. And then the whole fucking episode is just a boxing match. I don't know how much I'm gonna give a fuck if he never goes to his corner.
All right, I haven't watched the series, but I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, if you don't like series about like boxing matches and stuff, you get on me about how long One Piece is. There's an even longer series, like 200 or 300 chapters longer series than One Piece, if not 400 chapters longer than One Piece, that is about boxing.
I knew it had
called
to be
Hajime no Ippo.
I haven't seen it, but I knew it had to be. If there's a fucking anime called Slam Dunk about basketball, I was like, there's got to be anime about boxing.
There's quite a few animes about basketball, actually.
It might be good. Because
Hajime no Ippo's got 1,400 issues. You don't get that far without being good.
It might be good, but that was my issue. So
I have not read or watched Hajime no Ippo, but I respect it for what it is. That series is too long for me, said the One Piece reader.
6.5. I did like Chilai, whatever her name was. She was cool. I liked her. I thought that we've seen better iterations of Brawly. And I'm not just talking about Bio Brawly. I thought this was fan service done wrong. Battle of Gods was fan service done right. This was, hey everybody, here's a nostalgia trip. All right, cool. Battle of Gods was like, yo, these are the people that you care about. Here's why you care about them. Now let's fight.
So you're mad that it wasn't about the C team.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
This movie, okay, no. But I asked because, well, Battle of the Gods was about Goku and Vegeta versus some new dude we hadn't met before.
Yes.
This movie, but Battle of the Gods had appearances from the B, C, and D team all there. This movie about Goku and Vegeta versus some guy they hadn't met before. But none of the B, C, and D team are there. And you say Battle of the Gods was about characters you cared about, and this one wasn't. So my thing is, the main anomaly here is the only people that were in Battle of the Gods and not in this movie are the C, D, and F teams.
You made this connection to fit your narrative to make me sound like
no. You literally just said Battle of the Gods had characters you care about. And it was about that.
Dearest friend of mine. This was what I was saying. Both movies, Battle of Gods and Dragon Ball Super Brawly, they were saying, yo, everybody, because they were both nostalgia trips. And they were basically like, yo, everybody, here are the people you care about in both movies. They were like, here are the people you care about. But the difference I said was, they said in the first one, here's the people you care about and why you care. This movie was, here's the people you care about. We cool, fight. And it's like,
well, you are supposed to. Like, at the same time, you said they spent too much time on exposition at the beginning. Because they tried to make you care.
Bragged.
They tried to make you care. They tell you like about like the fact that they even gave Brawley a fucking character in this movie aside from I'm a fucking rage monster that hates Kakarot because he was a crying baby. It's the whole thing about his life surviving on this planet. He has the sentimental value of the fucking fur amongst his fucking waist and shit like that. And the dad torture was actually fucking torturous. So
I will give you.
They do try to make you care, but they only have like 110 minutes, and because they also wanted to show because they wanted to make this movie about the story of these three Saiyans, because all the advertisement was like three Saiyans who took different paths in life coming together. You then see the Bardock and all this other stuff happen. So you can see this is where Goku was coming from. You see King Vegeta looking at his son. This is, Vegeta. And you got the three dads and how they each saw the future playing out for their kids. And then how the kids are now here in this fucking fight.
In an hour and 41-minute movie, let's say we had 3 minutes of credits. So an hour and 38-minute movie. We spent about 15 minutes on story, which leaves an hour and 23 minutes. Or let's say we spent 20 minutes on story, right?
I think we spent like 30, but okay.
So we had an hour and 8 minutes of just fighting?
Yes.
The fuck do I need an hour and 8 minutes of fighting with no story at all throughout the motherfucker?
Like I said, I'm just happy you get. Okay, here. I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to correct your score. Hold on. Listening to your complaints, I get it. You didn't like the movie, so I'll give you a chance to correct your score. Technically, at this moment, you have it 1 point above Bio Brawley. But clearly you hate this movie, so do you still want to leave it at 6.5 or drop it below the 5.5 you gave Bio Brawley? Because while you were going off, I looked up the Bio Brawley review. You apparently gave it 5.5. Because I thought you gave Bio Brawley a 6 or higher.
That's hilarious because, I guess I retroactively do it, but the funny thing is, I gave it 6.5 and I was going to say 6. Part of me was wondering if giving it a 5 was too harsh, though. At one point throughout deciding.
Well, I can't tell you what to rate it. I told you what I rated it. I almost didn't rate the Tournament of Power a 10 because I wanted to save my 10 for this movie.
Okay, here's the thing.
I would have just dropped Tournament of Power to 9.5, but I'm like, I can't tell myself I didn't like the Tournament of Power. That's a 10 too.
I don't want to just go off of necessarily retroactively changing my scores, but the thing I will say is, given the opportunity, which would I pick first? I would pick Bio Brawley first to rewatch. Yeah, so I will say that much. So even if I drop this mug down to a 6, we could say I give this a 6.
It's up to you. If you want to leave it at 6.5, leave it at 6.5. I would just ask it because when you say that to be seeing the other one, I'm like,
I'm gonna. I told you my only debate was giving this a 6.5 or a 6, which would weirdly enough rate it higher than Bio Brawley, as much as I'm saying I like Bio Brawley more. But just off of initial watch, I will go ahead and let's say, I don't want to say 6.25. Fuck that. But let's say I get this motherfucker. Let's say the reason why I was thinking 6.5 though was because I knew I gave Universe 6 arc a 6, and I was thinking that this was just maybe better than the Universe 6 arc. But we'll say 6.5, even though that doesn't make any sense with how much I'm kind of unintentionally crapping on it, by the way, in comparison with Bio Brawley. But if I was to rate the 4 movies from best to worst as to how I like them, look at your face. You get ready for this shit.
It just baffles me. That's all. Again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's a good thing this is the last one of these we're doing for Dragon Ball because they gonna revoke our fanship.
My first when you talking how I just like somehow don't like anything that everybody else did. But I will rate what is it? It is Brawly, Legendary Super Saiyan, Second Coming, Bio Brawly, and then Super Brawly. I would rate them the best one. What?
For a second, I thought you were giving your ranking and you put Super Brawly at the bottom. I was like, okay, look. I don't understand your affection for Bio Brawly, but I refuse.
No.
I refuse both, but I don't need to agree to these.
Well, no. I was saying that's the order they came out. But yeah, Legendary Super Saiyan is the best one.
Okay.
Hands down. Easy. Legendary Super Saiyan. I think the only thing I didn't like, it's hard to remember, I think the only thing I didn't like was how they defeated him. I think it just happened that fast.
That movie was also, once they started fighting, they kept fighting the rest of the movie, but okay.
But it had much more better story.
If you say so.
And I also gave much more of a fuck. I remember that story at the beginning, fucking not dragging to the point where I was like, get on with it.
It was a movie that was probably half the length of this one.
Fucking better pacing. But yeah, Legendary Super Saiyan is the best one. Introduction. Bio Brawly would be number 2. It was basically Frankenstein's monster, but it was just Brawly. Super Brawly is next. I'm fucking with you. Super Brawly is next, and then Second Coming. There you go.
Okay.
So, Brawly the Legendary Super Saiyan, Bio Brawly, Dragon Ball Super Brawly, Brawly Second Coming. They're not going to revoke our fandom. They're going to revoke mine, apparently.
I mean, who knows?
Again,
who knows? They might revoke mine because I gave it a 10. Then again, I'm like one of the 5 Jiren fans in the universe. So who knows? I might just be stupid. So who knows?
Jiren was the motherfucking shit, but that's a whole different conversation.
You ask a lot of people out there, Jiren was boring because he had a boring character design and not a lot of motivation to why he was as strong as he was. He's not a deep character, like all those deep characters in Dragon Ball, like Frieza. Oh, wait.
I mean, granted, he's not a fucking horror slasher.
Or Cell, or Boo. Or any fucking Dragon Ball villain.
He's not a horror slasher. Do we know why Mike Myers wanted to kill motherfuckers? No, he just wanted to kill motherfuckers. So, yeah. But no, yeah. I will ultimately settle on giving that motherfucker what? That's my ranking for those, and I'll settle on giving it a 6.5, which then somehow rates it higher than what I rated Bio Brawly, even though I think Bio Brawly, I will just say on the rewatch, I would rewatch Bio Brawly first. Well, I'm also gonna be honest too. I own 1, 2, and 3. I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy. Like the only thing reason I'd buy Dragon Ball Super Brawly would be to complete my collection, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy that movie.
I bought this shit the day it came out.
Collectively, that would give our rating collectively an 8.25.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it is what it is. So let us know.
Nuts, doesn't he?
Oh, he gonna. So let us know down below what you guys thought of the movie. Am I, my roommate, and all my close friends wrong about this?
Am I wrong about this?
Am I wrong about this? Is Bio Brawly somehow a fucking masterpiece that just?
I never said
is above the understanding of all of us. And is this actually Bio Shit Monster versus the C Team? Bio Shit Monster versus the A Team. This current movie, as opposed to Bio Shit Monster versus the C Team.
Where they highlighted other characters for at least one movie. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
It was 2 movies. They did that before. And again, like I said, I still wouldn't rate it better than this movie, so it doesn't matter, I guess. I say I would rate it, I would have been less harsh on Bio Brawly, I probably would have given it like a 4 if it wasn't the Brawly name and they promised me something that wasn't in the movie. This movie promised me something that I got. And I think that also helped with it. But like I said, down below, let me know. Let us know what you guys like. Do you guys like the Brawly movies? Do you like the old ones better, the new one better? Do you guys hate Brawly in general? Because there are people out there that just hate Brawly, the character concept. They think it's a fucking terrible idea, blah, blah, Berg muscles. But I'm like, it's Dragon Ball. That's my response to all the people that hate blah, blah, Berg muscles.
Who do you lean more towards? Do you lean more towards Omari or Superjaz as far as the decision?
Yeah, is this movie good or not? I think it's good. He does not. So that's that. Yeah. So I don't know where we go from here.
I was just gonna say we will figure that out probably, but it's either watching all Dragon Ball Z, maybe watching all of Dragon Ball GT, all of Dragon Ball, or a new anime like Yu Yu Hakusho or some random shit like Card Captors or something.
We'll figure something else out.
Remember that fucking show? Yeah.
We're not doing Card Captors. I'm saying that right now. I and this is from someone who saw that theme song and was like, I'm gonna give this show a try because I thought it was like Yu-Gi-Oh! It ain't. And then I grew to like not like it at all. It's very not a me show. So I'm a bow out of the Card Captors. You can do that on your own. I'll watch your reviews. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching us throughout this whole journey. This one still on the longer side, but at least a lot of this one, the longer side, came to us disagreeing about how we felt about it, which is why you watch a review anyway. So yeah, thank you guys very much. We will see you guys in the future with various other videos. Adiosness.
And real talk, if you watched every one of these, thank you.
Thank you. I'm more of a Dragon Ball fan than he is. Hello. Oh, hey, Jazz. What's up? Oh, you talking to a friend of yours? You told him about the videos that we were doing? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What's he mean there's one more video? I mean, we didn't do the specials because it didn't have a... No. No, do we really have to? Ah, god damn it.